Welcome, everybody. We're going to get back into some Long Dark. My struggles for the last hour were not in vain. I was able to actually get my stream up and running, which is good. We're going to load back into our Forlorn Muskeg start. We are in the substation in Blackrock on day 160. We've faced one pack of rabid wolves. So basically what the Stream Deck is, Tech Warrior, it allows you to program buttons in where I can just hit a button and do emotes. I can hand out points without having to type anything. I can do that. I can, there's buttons you can program into it which will give you automatic things without you having to do stuff. Which is very nice. Oh, we are way overweight. Holy crapple on a stick. What do I have on me? Oh, I got a bunch of stuff on me. So yeah, Stream Decks are really nice. They're a couple $100, but they do make your life as a streamer much easier as far as just managing your stream and taking care of some stuff and things. All right, let's break down one of these pry bars. I mean, as a starting out streamer, I would not recommend getting one until you've streamed for a while and you're seeing if it's something you want to do. It's sort of one of those upgrades that you get further down the road when you've been streaming for a little while and you're like, yeah, I really like doing this. And you go, okay, I'm gonna get a Stream Deck. Let's drop that maple. Actually put the maple up here on the desk. Let's drop that. Actually, I may want to take that with me at some point. We are really overweight. We do have 46 sticks on us, though, so I guess that's something. There we go. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great tool. I find it to be a very useful tool. Let's just work on our mending skill a little bit. Oh yeah, Tech Warrior, I'm still at it. I'm entering this September 16th will be my 7th year anniversary on Twitch. 7 years I've been streaming on Twitch. So yep, I'm still at it. Still pushing through. You know? Never thought I'd be where I am today, 7 years later, so. Let's eat some nasty sardines. So just so everybody kind of coming in knows, we're on day 160. We just entered Blackrock. We got cooking and carcass harvesting and archery all at 5. Fire starting's halfway through 4. Mending's about almost a third of the way in. Ice fishing is halfway through 2. We read a book for rifle firearm. I am partnered, yeah. Yep, I was partnered back in 2018, as a matter of fact, so. Hey, Othan, hello. Yep, so I am partnered. We got double bearskin coats, because honestly, it's sad to say, but the moose hide cloak is not worth it anymore. Got the rabbit skin gloves, rabbit skin hat, deerskin boots and pants. We got our crampons and our moose hide satchel. We finally found double underwear in Coastal Highway. We got double thin wool sweaters, double wool socks. We got our combat pants, which I'm going to repair as well, just because. Mending skill up. But yeah, that was pretty awesome getting partnered back then. So. Oh, Tech Warrior, thank you for the tier 1 6 months in advance. Holy crap. Well, by the way, boys and girls, thank you so much, Tech Warrior. Wow. Thank you for the 6-month sub there. And it is September. So 20% off 1 month subs, 25% off 3 months, and 30% off 6 month subs. So there you go. September is upon us, and it gives you a good discount on the 6 month subs. Oh, that's one thing I need to do, Tech Warrior. I wanted to go over and give your channel a follow real quick. I'm gonna give you a little shout out there. Last playing some Elden Rings. There you are. Give you a follow there. I'll check you out when you're online sometime. But go check out our good friend Tech Warrior Plays, formerly known as just Tech Warrior. Woo! Woo! Nice kill. Nice kill. Oh, snap. Love those. I love that. That's so awesome when you get that nice last shot on him, and it's a critical hit. Bacon Bacon was a success, though the pepper bacon did not turn out as good, even though they were both cured the same way. Well, you know, when you're doing stuff like that, you gotta just take it a little step at a time. No mag lens. I'm just gonna use my fire striker. Well, Othan, I'm glad you had success making bacon. If you want, Othan, if you want to, I'd love to. We have a food section on the Discord, which always makes me hungry. If you want to go check out the Discord channel and put a picture up of your bacon, I'd love to see it. God, bacon sounds so good. Bacon sounds so yummy. Do I have any arrows I can make? No. I can make a... How many guts do I have? I got 6 guts. I need 2 for that, and I can get some more while I'm here. How much fishing gear do I still have? Oh, I got a couple 100%ers. Okay, never mind. I posted up there just now. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I gotta go look at it now. I gotta go look at it. Hold on a second, boys and girls. We're going to take a little venture into Discord for just a second and look at some bacon. Food! Oh, yum. Yum! Oh, God, that looks so good. Ooh, God. Oh, now you're making me hungry. Holy crap. Oh, jeez, look at... Oh, my God, and you put chicken up there, too. You are evil. Evil, I tell you. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You're very evil, my friend. Malachi, how you doing? Good evening, my friend. Good evening, good evening.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Figured we get a little fire going and get some water.
Something's making me feel tired.
Probably because we're really tired. I just had to grab some water. Put us way overweight, but that's okay. It's always nice to leave a little water behind. Should do is drop my my wolfie meat out here too. There we go. Get that wolfie boys down. There we are. Gonna try some brown sugar and pecan wood on the pork belly. Gonna keep the cure the same with the pepper and the sage. Yum. Yummy, yummy. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to drop that. Let's try to drop the wood. Alright, let's break down. Do we have... Yeah, we got a 33 and a 38 and a 35% torch. Harvest those into some sticks. Super good and tired. I don't know how I feel about the new OBS interface. It seems, I know they're trying to make it nicer than the one before, but honestly, it seems kind of clunky now. Seems a little bit clunky on to my eyes, but then again, I'm old. I don't like change. I don't like change. It's like, don't change crap on me. Add a breakfast sausage taste to it with the sage. Ooh, I love breakfast sausage. Yum. Take a hammer to it. Believe me, I'm tempted sometime. I've moved to Streamlabs over it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'm not gonna move to Streamlabs. I got all my stuff. I've spent years getting all my stuff ready to go in Stream Elements, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about the interface.
Power in the verse can stop
Hey, Tech Warrior Plays, thank you for the follow there as well, my friend. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guess while the wind's blowing, we'll go out here and check out this container real quick. Figured there'd be nothing up there for us, but you know what? I had to go look. Grab a honk of burning meat. I think we're going to be spending a little time indoors right now. I automatically put all my settings over so it wasn't bad for me, I guess. Yeah, God, I'm always afraid of that. I may look into it though, Carl Mortal, to be honest. I may look into it. It's kind of annoying. I don't know how you found that video on my channel. I went there real fast. Don't even see that clip. Well, every time, so basically it's a plugin that you can get, where when you shout somebody out, it'll just go take a random clip from somewhere in their history, like that. So go give Carl Mortal a follow as well, boys and girls. Give him some love. I don't even know what game that is. Is that Elden Ring? Was that Elden Ring? I don't even know what that was. Playing some Ark Survival Evolved. But OBS messed my microphone setting, and oh my god, it was like an old vid. That's ESO. What's ESO? I'm such a noob. I don't even know what ESO is. I don't even know what it is. Woo! BK with the 43-month resub. Oh, I will follow you even though you're not important. Oh, Elder Scrolls Online. I think like entertainment, sports online, or extra squiggly operations or something. You know, I don't know. But yes, go give Carl Mortal a follow as well, boys and girls. Go check him out sometime. I think I'm following you, ain't I? I think I got you on my follow list here. Let me just double check. Oh yeah.
Bicycle company. They said.
Yep, I do. What's the plugin called? Oh god, it's been a while. Let me see what it is here. Plugin for stream clips to OBS. Maybe stream clip plugin, maybe. OBS Studio plugins. Oh, there we go. There's a video. If you just put in like stream clips plugins to OBS, there's a video down there. How to add Twitch clips to your stream in OBS. I don't know if there's several different YouTube videos. I think that's how I got the info about it. So, no, don't worry about it. No, yeah, just go search for that. I don't know what the plugin specifically is called. Extra sexy ogre, yeah. Get that extra sexy ogre going on. I don't know exactly what the plugin is called, but if you go there and just search for it, you'll find a bunch of videos on it. It's super easy to set up. It's super easy to set up and get going. So, it took me very little time to set it up. And if it takes me very little time to set it up, I can guarantee you it's going to be easy to set up. Alright, we're gonna try to make it to the prison. And right now, boys and girls, it is September. So, now is a great time to sub for a month, or 3 months, or 6 months. There's great deals going on right now for September. As the bot just told us there, so. There you go. So I killed the wolves in here. There's one laying right over there. What's my weight at? 52? Okay, so I can pick up a few sticks. Pick up some sticks as I go here. Yeah, if I can set something up on a PC, it's gonna be easy. It's bound to be pretty easy, so if I can do it, then anyone can do it. Now that's the wolf pack that guards the gate there. Hey, you better run, sucker. I left you alive. I left you alive. Count your lucky stars, you little bugger. Oh my goodness, Gaming Charlie with a 21-month resub. Damn you and your September ceiling. Hey, it's a great time to sub. I'm gonna go sub to some channels myself. Just because. And the great part about it is that the streamers get the same sort of, they get the same cut from it. As they usually do. It's just all it affects is what Twitch gets, so I don't feel too bad about that. If they want to give up a little of their share, that is fine with me. Oh jeez, you little bugger.
Too cold to think.
Look, we're walking faster on the roads. I only sub to support our overlord Jeff Bezos. Daddy Bezos can afford it. Yeah, Daddy Bezos can afford it. That is so true. Daddy Bezos can totally afford it. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right direction. Better run, you little bugger. It's a beautiful day out. His penis rocket may have to be a little smaller. That sounded kinky. Heyo! I just hope he doesn't mess up Lord of the Rings. Oh, I've already heard bad stuff. I am cautiously... No, I'm not even cautiously. I'm not optimistic, let's put it that way. I'm gonna watch the first episode. I'll let you know what I think. But based on what I've seen so far, I'm not very optimistic it's gonna be very Tolkien-esque. The main thing I keep hearing is just take Lord of the Rings off of the title, and it's basically a generic fantasy show. It's like a basic generic CW fantasy show, which is like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay now. I'm okay with no more CW fantasy shows. I'm good with that. I'm good. There's a lot of other stuff out there. I mean, and really it's sad too, because my best friend and I, we just got a chance to see extended edition Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King in the theater less than 3 weeks ago. So right now I'm kind of on a Lord of the Rings high, as far as I just saw the good movies like 3 weeks ago. And those are fresh in my mind. Fresh in my mind. Okay, that timer's going off a little quickly. Okay, chat bot, you're getting a little excited there. Getting a little excited. There we go. Hey, Casadargo's Roar, how you doing? Hello, hello. This is when something's gonna get me because I'm not paying attention. Thank you for giving Cass a shout out. Last playing Sims, but you'll see her right up there playing some playing a little bit of Red Dead.
You're a whore?
What? What? Cass! Wow. Wow. Frederick still hates what? She meant to say horse. Yes, horse. You're currently reading the books again, not too shabby. Oh, the books are awesome. I have the set right over here. I actually have the big book. I don't know where my big book is. Oh, there it is. I actually have this book here. Oh. This is show and tell time. Here is Lord of the Rings. All of them in one. With beautiful illustrations all the way through. Black and white. I think there's even some color illustrations in here. But beautiful illustrations. Oh yeah, there's an illustration. Beautiful illustrations like the Rohan. Oh. Yeah, I picked this up a long time ago. Oh, and there's this little thing called the appendices in the back that supposedly Lord of the Rings is based on. That they didn't really use a whole lot from. But yes, this is a chonky freaking book. Chonky book. But it's worth it. I've read it a couple of times so far. I think it's time to revisit Shadows of War game. After seeing Fellowship of the Rings, I had to buy the books to read them. I love the movies, but there are some things missing. Oh yeah. There's a lot missing. But that's the thing, is they had to make creative decisions on what to keep in and what not to keep in, because honestly, Lord of the Rings is kind of a unfilmable narrative. There's things in it you can do, but I mean, in all honesty, it's pretty unfilmable. Let's see, make sure we got our flare gun ready. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in it that just doesn't translate well to the big screen. Do we take the shot? Yeah, we take the shot. Yeah, baby. Wow. Ooh, my heart was pounding there, baby. Oh, God. My heart was pounding there. I think I hit him with both shots, actually. Yeah, we got him with both shots. Woo! 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 Meat's back on the menu, boys. I think we can even get a mag lens fire going here. Oh yeah, and a mag lens fire. Does the day get any better? I didn't think I had enough time to pull the flare gun either. I was spamming the aim key. The moment I switched over, I was spamming the aim key. I was just holding it down going, please God, please God. Do you have any taters? What's taters, precious? Woo! Well, that's a way to start the stream.
It worked.
It worked. What's taters, precious? How much time do I got left on the fire? An hour and 21? Is there any limbs around that I can chop down? Potatoes. Oh no, one of my arrows broke. Glad I came back out here. Boil 'em, mash 'em, put 'em in a stew. Oh, there's a limb up here. I'm gonna go see if I can get it. We don't have much wood on us. Oh god, now a blizzard's coming up. Hey, MC, how you doing? Living's going pretty good. Had a little trouble with the stream earlier. I'm a little late today because OBS and Stream Elements had this big update that they wanted you to do. And I was like, oh crap, what's this gonna do to me? So my Stream Deck doesn't work properly now. I can't switch scenes with my Stream Deck, so I'll have to figure that out later. It was telling me, once I updated everything, it was telling me that my drivers were not good enough to stream. And I was like, really? Really? And so I had to figure that out. I had to switch up my drivers, which was annoying. But yeah. Yeah. Ooh. See, I'm a big fan of the Two Towers. I like the Two Towers. The Battle of Helm's Deep was freaking awesome. See, but I love the Rohirrim. I always, even in the books, the Rohirrim were some of my favorite moments in the books. I loved the Rohirrim and that sort of stuff. So for me, that was really cool to see. That was really cool to see in the movie. And then, oh god, the guy who played the king, such a freaking goat. I mean, he is like such a great actor. Oh, movie 1, 2, and 3 are better than the Hobbit trilogy? Oh, I hated the Hobbit trilogy. I personally have never seen the last couple Hobbit movies. Well, I saw the first one, and that was it. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna watch Rings of Power just to laugh. Because they'll have Galadriel, warrior princess. Galadriel, warrior princess, because she's super awesome and amazing.
Starting to weigh me down.
Can I nurse it? Yeah, I'm not too excited about that, to be honest. I think they're gonna bugger it up pretty bad. Well, maybe it'll make me think better of the Hobbit trilogy, you never know.
Heavy to carry.
I would just love to get this stuff chopped up before I have to go in. How hard is it to survive in Blackrock? It's a pain in the butt, to be honest, and it's mainly because of the Timberwolves. It's because of the T-Wolves. I mean, it's not bad otherwise. There's plenty of game and stuff. Just the Timberwolves are a pain in the butt. Easy to survive if you stay out of the mine. Oh, I think the wind passed. But yeah, the Timberwolves are the main thing that just make it hard. I've learned how to deal with them. I don't like them still, but I've learned how to deal with them. But that doesn't make me like them. Yeah, I'm ignoring your gas mine thing. I'm gonna be going into the gas mine actually. That's where we're after we get to the prison up here and search the whole prison. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the gas mine. So that should be fun. Well, I don't think it's good. I think basically this is, it's not going to represent Tolkien in the least bit. That's just my personal feelings on it. From what I've heard, some of the reviews and stuff I've heard, and I'm not talking about like the scathing reviews of people who are totally pissed off at it. I'm talking about just regular kind of reviews that are like, it's not bad. It's just that if this was not labeled as Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, it basically would slot into any generic, like, fantasy show that's out there. It has more non-canonical characters than characters that were actually in the books, which is worrisome, because Tolkien was very specific about certain things that happened in his books, and that makes me a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me a little bit concerned for it.
Dust. The night can't be far behind.
Well, they say no wizards will be in it, although all the trailers have a wizard in it. All the trailers have well, they can't technically have wizards, but they're putting one in there anyway because they're like, you know what, screw Tolkien. He didn't know what he was doing. I'm very apprehensive about it. Let's just put it that way. I'm not gonna come down on it hard. From the promos I've seen, I've not been very impressed.
I just need to close my eyes.
I mean, honestly, I understand them having to make a casting change because you can't get Kate Blanchett. You can't get Kate Blanchett to act in your movie. Although technically, in the Second Age, Galadriel is an unchanging elf. That means she would look exactly like Kate Blanchett's Galadriel, or Gladriel. I'm just calling her Gladriel because I do not go with the Galadriel. In the Second Age, she's already an adult. Elves, once they hit maturity, never change. I understand they can't get Kate Blanchett, they can't get Hugh, what's his name? Mr. Anderson. I understand they can't get them to reprise their roles as Elrond and Galadriel, but, Hugo Weaving, thank you, Hugo Weaving. I know they can't get them, because although, why not? See, that's the thing that confuses me, too, is like, why can't you get them? You're spending almost $1 billion on this new series that you're putting out there. If you went to Hugo Weaving right now and said, "Hey, we'll give you $5 million to be in our Lord of the Rings thing," he'd probably be like, "Okay." I mean, what else is Hugo Weaving doing right now? What else is Kate Blanchett doing right now? They could do it. They could do it. Yeah, wizards actually don't come to the Middle Earth until the Third Age. In human form. In human form, wizards don't exist until the Third Age. That is Tolkien lore. That is Tolkien right there. I mean, it just doesn't happen. Yeah, in the Second Age, they don't come. The wizards are not there in physical form in the Second Age. I believe there's some... Oh god, my Tolkien lore is so bad right now. But I believe that there is... I believe that there are not wizards, but influence from the... Because wizards are basically, if you think of it this way, wizards are sort of like lesser angels. They basically are. In the mythos. And they were around in the Second Age, they just were not in physical human form in the Second Age. That didn't occur until the beginning of the Third Age. So... And hobbits didn't exist in the Second Age either. Their whole thing about, well, they're Harfoots, they're a precursor to hobbits. No, Harfoots are a classification, they are a race, a breed of hobbits. There's the Stores, there's the Harfoots. I mean, even in Lord of the Rings, Bilbo Baggins gives a cheer to all the different clans of different hobbits that are out there, and Harfoots are one of them too. So Harfoots don't exist in the Second Age either. Those are all insert characters that they just wanted to put in there. Which, you know, is fine as long as it doesn't break lore. That's the thing. Don't break the frickin' lore. Do what you want, but don't break the lore. If you're gonna make up characters, make them non-lore breaking. They can't break the already established canon. This isn't like comic books where you could argue, well, the lore now is different than the lore 10 years ago. The lore in Lord of the Rings is a fixed. It's like what the Doctor likes to call. It's a fixed point in time. It's a fixed point in time. The lore in Lord of the Rings is fixed. It is not mutable. It is an immutable lore that was created by one man with a vision of what he wanted, which was a sort of a English folklore history, because the English didn't really have one of their own. Theirs were all kind of cobbled together from other. Even King Arthur isn't English, I don't believe. I think that's I think it comes from the French. And they have so many opportunities, but see, the thing is, they want to tell their own story. They want to tell their own. They want to tell their own thing. It's some herbal tea. So it's actually part English and French. So even that is not like totally really their own.
Looks like a new day is done.
I know he's out there somewhere. Our lore is more tied with the Norse. We used to call Odin Woden. Woden? I don't know what it is. Woden? Yeah, last time I came bursting through that door, I got my face eaten. Got my face eaten off by Mr. Wolfie Boy there. Not gonna happen this time, sucker. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, sucker. Alright, let's go get our meats. Let's go get our meats, boys and girls. Actually, let's warm up here real quick. Let's grab our that. Let's break down a little bit of wood. It's more just to get warmed up than anything else. There we go. Alright, let's drop a lot of excess stuff that we don't need. Oh, is it now storming? Oh, it's just getting windy. It's getting windy. It's getting windy. Oh, I don't have a challenge right now, Sweet Lou. I don't know why that timer, that's I don't even know why that's still active. There's no challenge going on right now. That's an old chat command. And it's gone. That is gone. But thank you. that was Zach's challenge. That was Zach's challenge right there. At least I got a lot of feathers, so that's good. This is a great locker. It holds 40 kilos of stuff. Oh, well, we're in Blackrock. Trying to survive. Trying to survive the old Blackrock here. Yeah, I'll keep all that stuff on me. Let's put our bedroll in there. Put our flares in there. That and that in there, and that in there, and that in there. Put our torches in there. Throw my whetstones in there for the moment. My hacksaw. And that. We're bare bones in it. I'm doing a no challenge run. I'm doing a I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to run. Yes, I got a lot of, well, that's a very small sampling of my pelts, to be honest. Very small sampling of my pelts. All right, let's drink some water. And we just took a moose down. So we got a moose hide cure in here with some guts in it. We're gonna go back out here. We're gonna get our moose meat. At least it's a nice day out. I mean, that's good at least, right? I'm doing a no challenge run. But we're on day 160. We decided to come to Blackrock because we hadn't been here yet. And I kind of leave Blackrock till later in the game because honestly, Blackrock early is a really, really horrible place to go, but sometimes you have to start here too. I mean, the game does have this as a starting point now, so there is a start sometimes in here. So, but yeah, you know, I'm gonna watch the first episode. I have Amazon Prime anyway. I think what we're gonna see is a huge first day showing for Rings of Power. And I have a feeling that it's not going to last for very long. I have a feeling word of mouth is not going to do Rings of Power much good. So, but you know, I could be totally wrong. And honestly, I hope I am. Because, you know, if I am, then I win. I get a great show that I can watch and enjoy. Well, I mean, honestly, you look at it, even the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings shows, Christopher Tolkien did not like those. He did not like the movies. He thought they were an abomination to his father's work. And he was not shy about saying it. So keep that in mind. I mean, as much as I love the Peter Jackson films, Christopher Tolkien hated them. He did not like him at all. So, there's a really good video put out by a YouTube guy who goes by Nixum about why Rings of Power isn't what Tolkien wanted. I've seen a bunch of those. I haven't seen his specifically. I'll have to go check him out. I'll have to go check that out. I saw just some guy. He's done a few videos on it, and he is a huge Tolkien fan, and he hates pretty much everything he's seen so far. So I'm curious to see what his take on it is as well. When I heard they did another Lord of the Rings movies, I was like, oh lord. The divergence from Tolkien's Catholic inspiration married with pagan folklore. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is he took a lot of inspiration from that. Oh, I'm sure he'll hate it. He is a Tolkien purist. I mean, he didn't like that certain things were left out of the Peter Jackson movies too. He likes the Peter Jackson movies. He just didn't like that they left certain things out of it, which I totally get.
So cold.
I mean, even Tolkien in his own lifetime said that, you know, that his books were unfilmable. He didn't believe that his books were filmable at all. So, well, that's the problem that people that's the problem that exists when you go back and you do prequel stuff, which is why Star Wars is failing so horribly. Is because when you do prequel stuff, you need to employ people who have a basic knowledge, not even a basic knowledge. They need to have a good knowledge and understanding of where everything is leading. Because without that, they are going to break canon all day long and twice on Sunday. They're going to break canon all over the place, and there's nothing that will prevent them from doing that because they don't have an understanding of where things are headed, what, you know, the ripple effects that you know, changes will make to those things occurring. I mean, they tried to do that at the end of the Obi-Wan series, when the Obi-Wan series should have been about him protecting Luke on Tatooine and maybe having a possibility of something bad happening or something, you know, something going wrong and someone kind of figuring out that Luke was there, or maybe like just Imperials coming to the planet and him worrying about being recognized, or, you know, they could have done so many things, but instead they wanted to interject Leia into it, and she should have never been in that series, ever. Period. End of story. Woohoo! Little Blind Mouse with a 35-month resub. Thank you, Little Blind Mouse, for the 35-month resub.
Little Blind Mouse just resubscribed for 35 months.
Oh,
And honestly, just, you know, whether you enjoy the Star Wars stuff or not, I mean, I enjoyed Mandalorian. You know, I thought Mandalorian was fine. It's way better than what we've been getting before. I think that's one of the reasons that it got so critically acclaimed, is that, you know, it was like, oh my god, this actually feels like Star Wars again. Oh yeah, and that was the biggest writing problem it had in gaming, Charlie, is it completely breaks everything. It made Obi-Wan look like a complete fool 90% of the time, and it made Princess Leia look like she was the smartest person in the galaxy at 8 freaking or 10 years old or whatever she was. It's like, if I was Obi-Wan, I would have sat her down the first thing and said, look, I'm the adult, you're the child. I was a general in the army. I know what I'm doing. You know nothing at all. You listen to me and you do what I say, and we'll get out of this alive. You don't listen to me, and I'm leaving your ass by the side of the road. The side of the road. I mean, that's the conversation that should have happened. That never did. Because she is not the smartest person ever. She's not that smart at all, to be honest. Alright, let's make our way over here. Yeah, she was just an annoying character to begin with. Well, it just bothered me. It just bothered me how they portrayed Kenobi in it. It bothered me how they betrayed Darth Vader. It made me not like Leia, who I love Leia. Leia's like one of my favorite characters from the OT. It made me not like her. It was like, why am I having these feelings? I don't want these feelings. I want to like her character, but she just came across as annoying and know-it-all, and you know, it's just one of those characters that like just grates at you. Well, you know, I don't think they'll mess up the Ahsoka series because it's not a prequel. They can do whatever they want with Ahsoka. I mean, you know, they can do whatever they want with Ahsoka because honestly, she's a Clone Wars creation. I mean, she has no demonstrable like past that they can mess up. They aren't going back in time, reinventing the wheel with her or anything. So I think they can do a great job with her. I have high hopes they will. But you know, based on the stuff I've seen from them since then, including Book of Boba Fett, which was an absolute joke, I'm very, very cautiously, well, no, I'm very doubtful. I'm very doubtful. Let's just put it that way. I'm very, very doubtful. Very doubtful it's going to be great. Very doubtful, but you know, hey, I could be pleasantly surprised, and you know, but never know. Enjoying the hell out of House of the Dragon, though. Yeah, you know, I've heard pretty decent stuff about House of the Dragon. I've heard that it's actually pretty good. It's like it's not You know, it's not season 8 of Game of Thrones. Well, the thing you have to remember, Patchup, is that a lot of these people who are in there as writers right now, they are activists. They do not believe in heroes. They do not believe in a hero's journey. They do not believe in somebody starting out and struggling to get somewhere. They want already established heroes that they can, you know, play around with. And they don't like the idea of the flawed hero. They don't like the idea of the, I mean, I mean, that's why I think, honestly, and they know that other people don't like it. They know that people aren't liking their stuff because you've seen no big rush to do a lot of post-sequel trilogy shows. Everything they're doing right now happens before the trilogy, before that abomination that they put out, you know, that they tried to call a sequel trilogy. Nobody cares about Rey. Nobody cares about Finn and Poe, although all of them could have been very interesting characters if they had been written better. I don't blame Disney. I don't blame what's her name, Radley. I don't blame her. She was handed a horrible role and a horrible script. And she did it. She did the best she could. I mean, I handed it to her. She gave it the best she could, but yeah, Poe. I didn't even understand who Poe was. He changed from movie to movie and script to script all the time. Finn, I thought Finn was the one that was going to be a very interesting story. I thought they were totally setting up Finn to be like this kind of hidden Jedi. I was like, okay, that's going to be kind of freaking cool. And then they just turned him into the slapstick comedy sidekick. And it was like, what? See, I didn't even get Solo vibes off of Finn, to be honest, or off of Poe. I didn't even get Solo. I mean, he was. I mean, Rey was a way better pilot than Finn. He even said so. So he doesn't get the pilot role that he should have had. And I think that's the other big problem with it too. Is Rey was good at everything. She was a great pilot, a great mechanic, a great Jedi. She was a great, she was a great strategist. She was 5 steps ahead of everybody else. Even her enemies loved her. Don't even get me started on Kylo. Don't even get me started on Kylo. Kylo Ren. I love Adam Driver. He's a great actor, but good God, that character was just a mopey little emo teenager with a lightsaber. Yeah. Well, you know what? Subpar writers aren't very expensive. And it's all about content. And enjoy content, consume content, get excited for next content. That line will always stick with me. That line will always stick with me. Because it's true. They just want you to enjoy and consume the content they have and then move on to the next thing. Oh, no. Well, and that had been changed multiple times from what I hear. From what I hear, the plan for her being related to Palpatine was a very last minute thing. That was not, well, anybody who tells you they had a plan for the sequel trilogy is lying, because they didn't have a plan for that monstrosity. But she was, I've heard many reliable people talk about how her whole past went through many rewrites. So yeah, I enjoy Luke swinging around and drinking that green milk. It was great writing. Destroy, the first movie they destroy Han. Second movie they destroy Luke. Third movie they basically just, well, God, it was an abomination to have Carrie Fisher come back. They should have ended Carrie Fisher's story with the with her being ejected from the spaceship. Her coming back made no sense whatsoever. Her Mary Poppins scene doing a Mary Poppins into the ship was just like, what the frick is going on? Well, I minded that Palpatine came back at all. I didn't like the fact that Palpatine was back anyway, and he was the one always behind it all the time. It made no sense. He was there all the time. There were just a numerous plethora of flaws that they could have easily they could have easily not had if they gave a crap. And it's sad. It's sad when you have the golden goose that can just lay eggs for you forever, and you decide instead to take it out back and go, well, we just want the meat off of it right now. We want the meat off of it right now. Why the heck are those all at 25%? That is so weird. Well, that was just done away with. That was all set up, the Snoke was all set up in the first movie. Riri Johnson didn't like Snoke, so he did away with him in the second movie. And so J.J. Abrams came back and went, well, F you. I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows that he was originally supposed to be the part of the movie. Oh yeah, but you know, that was the first mistake Star Wars made, was getting rid of the extended universe. It's like, that was like, honestly, I think if J.J. Abrams had done all three movies, even if I wouldn't have been thrilled with them shabby, I think that the cohesiveness between all three would have been miles above what it is as it is now. I mean, whether you would like it or hate it, it would at least be one cohesive, like, story that you could follow all the way through and go, okay, I understand what's going on. I understand the relations between characters. I understand the character development. It was a risk they took, and you know, and it didn't work out for him very well. Darth Bane. Well, you know, Darth Bane would be awesome. Yes, I think. But like I was saying, I think the biggest mistake that Disney made was uncanonizing all the extended universe. Basically saying, yes, those are now all legends. Those don't actually have any bearing in the actual universe. They may have happened, they may not have happened, but they're not canon anymore. And that to me, it's not so much that I was wedded to the extended universe. I think it was a dumb move on their part, because it was a gold mine of stories that they could have brought to film that would have just been, I mean, people would have, I bet people would have been lining up to go see films about some of those stories. I think people, I mean, a lot of that stuff was thousands of years before, or hundreds of years before. And people would have lined up to go see some cool Jedi stories. The thing they don't understand is, what us nerds want is, we want Jedis fighting Sith, lightsaber duels, ship battles, and good characters, good heroes that we can relate to. Whether they be male or female or alien or whatever, we want good characters that we can relate to, that go through struggles, but come through in the end and have a heroic moment. That's what we want. I mean, honestly, when I started watching Clone Wars, I hated Ahsoka's character. I absolutely hated the character of Ahsoka. I was like, oh my god, this character is so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. I just want... And then I got to like her after a while. They actually developed her character. It's like, okay, I see what they did now. Looking back, I can go, okay, I get it. She was kind of annoying, but at the same time, she was developing. She was learning control. She listened to Anakin. Oh, she got way better towards the end. And in Rebels, she's great. Rebels is not the greatest series, but in Rebels, she was really good. Rogue One is a unoffensive, rather forgettable movie. Again, it's a prequel where you know it's going to end. It to me...
Feels like night is coming.
To me, prequels are a very dangerous thing, because you have to lead the story to where it's going to go. And there's limited stuff you can do without breaking canon completely, if you care about canon at all. Unless it's set thousands of years or hundreds of years before the canonized events. Like what House of Dragon is doing right now. That is set long before Game of Thrones. So yes, there are some ancillary, some small ties that will lead eventually to Game of Thrones, probably, but it's not like they, other than having to have some Targaryen survive to birth Daenerys and what's their name, brother?
Have a little sleep.
There's not much they can do that's going to be that lore-breaking or horrible in it. So it can stand on its own and be its own thing. I mean, really, Rogue One, people remember one thing. Darth Vader being badass at the end. Darth Vader just wading through the rebel troops like they were nothing. I mean, that's what most people remember about it. Most people don't remember a whole lot else about it. The character development in Rogue One was...
Feels like a lot of gear.
Not the greatest, to be honest. I mean, they did an okay job. But honestly, when some of the characters started dying, I honestly was like, wait a second, which guy just got killed? I don't remember him. That's the trouble with an ensemble cast, too. Ensemble casts are really hard to... It's hard, especially in cinema, to really get you to know the ensemble cast really well if the writing's poor. And the writing in Rogue One was okay, but it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. Zurkon would be another old Jedi I'd love a movie about.
Too heavy to carry.
Oh yeah, I mean there are lots of Jedi that we'd love to see have movies. I mean, see, and that's the thing too, is like you think about the missed opportunities they have. I mean, they could get I mean, how excited would you be if they did a sort of Clone War era, not big stakes, but did some movies back in the Clone Wars, maybe featuring Plune, or maybe featuring Mace Windu. I would love to see a Mace Windu movie. Why not? That could be fun. I mean, they could actually do a good job. They could just have it be a nothing gets affected by canon. I mean, maybe we'll see Obi-Wan in it or something. But, something like a Mace Windu movie, I'd totally be down for. It's like, okay, I don't want to see it after he survived, because I don't think he survived. I'm sorry. Mace Windu's dead. Just deal with it, Disney. Mace Windu is dead. Make a prequel. Make a backstory movie for Mace Windu. I loved Mace Windu. I thought Mace Windu was awesome. But they need to, do a story for him and actually do it good. Make it during the Clone Wars. I'd love to see something like that. I know a lot of other people probably would too. I hope Mace Windu didn't survive.
I'm too tired to think straight.
Oh yeah, I know we've seen him drop from higher heights. But when you're in that much pain and your hand's been cut off and all sorts of bad things done. Yeah, unfortunately Disney would have to sell. But you know what? I say go for it, Disney. Put out more stuff. The faster you get this done, the more crap you put out there, the faster it'll be over and we can move along. And then we can just forget about the fourth stage of cancer that we just went through, and we can move on with Marvel. We can forget about some of the Star Wars stuff. I mean, heck, Disney decanonized a whole bunch of stuff. let's say we can decanonize whatever the hell we want now. They've already proven you can decanonize stuff. Let's decanonize the sequel trilogy. I'd be totally up for that. I'd be totally up for that. If they came out tomorrow and said, we are decanonizing the sequel trilogy, it was in the Legends universe, it was in an alternate Star Wars universe, I would be like, okay, I get that. That's cool. I mean, how many people... I have watched the OT Star Wars trilogy. Well, God, in the theaters alone, I went and saw Star Wars at least 15 times. Empire Strikes Back, I probably saw at least 20 times. Return of the Jedi, I saw at least 10 to 15 times. How many people have gone back and watched the sequel trilogy for Star Wars? Over and over again. Like, religiously watched it over and over and over again. And are like, oh my God, it's so amazing. I need to go back and watch The Force Awakens again, because it is so freaking awesome. I would guess that not most people. I would guess that it's a minority of people. You've watched it like 5 times so far? Yeah, I've watched it twice. I know exactly how many times. See, that's the thing too, is I cannot remember the number of times I've watched the OT. I know it's at least 30 a movie, period. I know it's over 30 a movie. I can name exactly how many times I've watched the new stuff. I watched The Force Awakens in the theater, and I watched it on Disney Plus once, and the other 2 I've watched once in the theater each. And that's it.
This is gonna be...
That's all. There is no more. And I really have no intention of going back and watching them. I can count on the one hand the number of times I've watched the sequel trilogy, or the prequel trilogy. I wasn't a big fan of the prequels. I wasn't a big fan of the prequels. It was like, well, I know where this is going. I know they have to get there some way. But it was a very boring way to get there. It was a very boring way to get there. The whole forced-in love story with Anakin and Padme was very cringy, to say the least. I mean, it was cringy to say the least. The dialogue was horrible. The direction, and I don't blame Hayden Christensen. Christensen and what's her name? Padme are great actors. But that was pretty cringy direction. Pretty cringy direction. Well, Ephedrine, we're here at the prison right now. We're gonna go to the. I have plans to go to the to go over and go through the gas mine. We have to make our journey there. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the prequels. I never was. I've watched them maybe 2 or 3 times each. That's it. Two or three times each on the prequels. I just didn't honestly really like them. It was a little too politicky for me, and I know George wanted to world build, and I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the world building. I appreciate what he was trying to do. It just did not come off really well. It wasn't what Star Wars fans in general, I think, were looking for. Like I was saying before, us Star Wars nerds from the 80s, we wanted to see Jedis, we wanted to see Sith, we wanted to see big sword fights. Why do you think some of the best scenes are like the battle between Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, the final fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, nothing in the Clone Wars, and some of the other fight scenes were really good. Why do you think that's some of the most memorable stuff? All the stuff he did in between, especially the dialogue with Padme and Anakin, was just, like, honestly forgettable at best, cringy at worst. I mean, I believe they're, you know, head and shoulders above the sequel trilogy. As far as cohesiveness and actually, like, okay, I may have not liked it, but at least I can see Star Wars in it, in a way. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan. Wasn't a big fan. Too much action. Well, that's the funny thing is, yeah, there was action in the OT, but it was pretty, I mean, God, I mean, that's the thing is, like I said, Rebel Yell or Rebel 1 was a pretty forgettable movie, except for the last scene. That's the one that everybody looks at and goes, oh yeah, it was really good. Well, the last scene was really good. I love the last scene with Darth Vader. I mean, it was very reminiscent of sort of Darth Vader-y stuff in Jedi Fallen Order, and how Darth Vader has been portrayed in other things like Clone Wars. It was very Vader-esque. Where it's like, okay, this guy is a badass. This guy kicks butt, takes names, and normies have no chance against him.
Warm things up.
Which I loved. Like, yeah, baby, let's get him. Let's go. I saw the original movie in '78 with my soon-to-be wife. Wow. I was only 8 years old when it came out, and I was sold. It's Star Wars. See, one of the reasons that people would be like, why do you care so much? I care because Star Wars was my first taste of a fantasy science fiction realm, period. I care because I love Star Wars as a franchise. I value Star Wars as a franchise. I value everything about it. I totally nerd out on it because that was my childhood. The Star Wars toys. I mean, one of the best gifts my mom and dad ever got me when and I was still a nerd even at that age, when Return of the Jedi came out, was the Endor playset. That thing, I had all the toys. I had as many playsets and different ships and stuff. I begged my parents every Christmas to get me every spaceship and every action figure. I remember distinctly the one Christmas I opened up my gifts, and I had like 20 gifts because all they got me was action figures that Christmas. They had gone and actually got me like every single action figure that Star Wars had out, even the Boba Fett with the rocket launcher. That got recalled, and my mom wanted to take it back, and I was like, no! I was like, just take the rocket away. Just take the rocket away. I still want my Boba Fett figure. I was like, no, you can't take Boba. I know, my parents, honestly, night out, you know, you give crap to your parents when you're growing up. That's just what kids do. But honestly, I look back now and I go, wow, what amazing parents I had. I mean, at Christmas time especially, I mean, the Star Wars Christmas I remember distinctly. The G.I. Joe Christmas, they bought my brother and I, we had to split this gift because it was expensive. They bought us the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier for Christmas. I was probably 13 and my brother was 11 at the time, and we played with that thing forever. We played with that thing for probably the next 9 months nonstop. Yeah, they bought us the freaking aircraft carrier. I put it on my Christmas list because I was like, both me and my brother put it on there, and we were like, we really want this. We're like, if we get nothing else, we really want this. And they actually bought us the aircraft carrier for Christmas. I never in a million years thought we were gonna get the aircraft carrier. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll settle for some cool G.I. Joe toys and some more Star Wars toys. You know, I think that was in between like Star Wars movies when that came out. So it was like, well, there's no new Star Wars stuff for me to get, so I'll ask for this. And they got it for us. And I was over the moon. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you look back now and you go, gosh, my parents actually, they did a lot of nice stuff for me and my brother. They put up with a lot of crap from me and him. Because me and my brother, We were little. I look back now and I'm like, good God, Bob, how did you put up with us two when we were growing up? We were little freaking hellions. We were little freaking hellions, and my parents didn't like any science fiction or fantasy stuff. I got my brother into it for a short amount of time, but that was mainly because he was my little brother and he wanted to do everything I wanted to do, which is kind of annoying, but you know, that's what little brothers do. That's why they exist, is to be annoying in a way. But yeah, I look back now and I'm like, wow, you guys did a lot of nice stuff for us.
Drop any of this gear.
But that's why I'm so passionate about it, though. I was an original Star Wars nerd, and I'm not putting that out there as a badge of you can't mess with any, you can't question me because I was an original Star Wars nerd. But at the same time, that's why I'm passionate about Star Wars, and I'm passionate about, you know, it not being ruined. I don't want to see the franchise that I grew up and loved for 40 plus years of my life be bastardized to the point of not recognizing it. And that's why I take issue with certain things. It's like, you know, I would love to have something come out that I really enjoyed. I personally really enjoyed season 1 of Mandalorian. I was not a big a fan of season 2, but I personally really enjoyed season 1 of Mandalorian. Season 2 was okay, but season 2 felt very much cameo of the week kind of quest and cameo of the week. I liked more season 1 where it was going, I liked a lot more of the stories and stuff in season 1. You know, it was sort of like quest of the week type stuff, but I'm okay with that. If that's what you want to base your story around, that's great. And I enjoyed it. I unabashedly enjoyed it. I like season 2. I personally like season 2.0, or I like season 2.5 in the middle of Book of Boba Schmet. Book of Boba T, where there were 2 episodes where Boba Fett basically wasn't in his own show. Oh well, that's why they shoehorned Mandalorian into Book of Boba Fett, because I personally think they knew they had a stinker on their hands with Book of Boba Fett. The 2 middle episodes that Mandalorian appears in just seem very different in style, execution, writing. They just seem out of place. I think those 2 episodes, with a few changes to the second one, I think those 2 episodes were supposed to be the first part of season 3. I really do. I think those were supposed to be the first 2. Because imagine watching. So imagine you've never heard of Book of Boba Fett. You know, you just are out of it. You love the Mandalorian, and you were like, okay, I love Mandalorian. I'm gonna catch. You know, I watched all the season 2 episodes. I don't really care about Boba Fett too much. I'm not gonna watch his stuff, but I'm gonna go back and watch season 3 of Mandalorian. Okay. So season 3 of Mandalorian has baby Grogu back in it again. What happened at the end of season 2? Luke came and took Grogu from the Mandalorian. Now imagine you're just jumping into season 3. I'm sure they'll do some recap at the beginning of it to explain it. But isn't that going to just be confusing as heck to most people? It's like, what happened? What happened? Baby Yoda makes for great merch. Baby Grogu. Oh well, yeah. It's all about the merch. It's all about the merch form. They like the merch factor. Merch factor. We love you. We had the Hoth battle set too. Oh my God, the Hoth battle set was so freaking awesome. Oh my God, yeah, we were able to get that one. I was able to get that one. I saved up my money, actually bought that one. But you know, we are getting a season 3 of Mandalorian. I'm curious to see what they do with it. I liked the first season. I didn't hate it. But Well, and what a choice to make, and what a choice that Luke would never make somebody make. I mean, that's the thing too, is that decision making right there, in my mind, kind of destroyed Luke's character a little bit. It just did. It's like that's a thing that Luke wouldn't make a baby. He wouldn't make a baby choose that. I mean, if you're going on this idea that he's a baby, which honestly I have a problem with that too. Luke wouldn't have done that. Luke would have been like, well, you either pick the lightsaber or you F off. I don't think Luke would do that. It just seemed very, it seemed a plot convenience to get him back to the Mandalorian, is what it seemed to me. He's a 50-year-old baby. They have this idea in mind that because he's a baby and that their race ages slower than others, that in 50 years you could not gain knowledge, experience, the ability to talk, the ability to reason. What are you, like, left in a little hole for 50 years? I have a hard time wrapping my brain around that. It's like the whole thing with elves in Lord of the Rings. Elves are mature at 100. Elves reach their maturity at 100, and they're basically, from that point on, they're done. They are ageless. They never change. They never age. They never look any different. There is no, there is no searching for themselves, really. They can go on. They can continue to develop and continue to grow, but they're pretty much a fully developed elf at the age of 100. I believe that's the age that they're fully developed at. And then after that, they live for thousands and thousands of years. And they're known as they're never changing. They are the never changing race because they don't change, they don't age, they don't look older. They start to look older after thousands of years, but yeah. Yeah, to be in diapers till 25, I mean, good God. Just get me to the end then. I don't want to be in diapers till I'm 25. But then again, that's the thing, is like, oh, well, their home planet has a lunar cycle of 100 years. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But time is linear. Just because your planet rotates another planet at a slower rate does not mean that time passes slower for your planet than it does in the rest of the universe. If you're talking 50 standard years, it's still 50 standard years. Time in that sense, in my mind, is kind of immutable. Unless, Baby Yoda's traveling at the speed of light and it slows down time, or something like that. Well, it does if it's your home planet, but Baby Yoda wasn't on his home planet, first off. And it's not been established that on his home planet, that's how it actually happens. I don't know. I have problems with the Baby Yoda thing altogether. I got issues. I got issues. No, we're doing Star Wars still. But anyway. Nope, Lord of the Rings. We got off Lord of the Rings onto Star Wars and what a mess it is, too. Devil's Advocate. Yoda lived how long and still couldn't get English grammar? This argument, except you must. Oh, yeah, well, but then again, you got to also remember, Patchup, that's sort of like, having somebody who's learned, say, who's Japanese or Chinese or Asian, who's learned English, unless they use it a lot and are very consciously trying to, there will always be some grammatical and what's the word I'm searching for? There'll be grammatical errors and and there will be accents and stuff like that still come through. And honestly, I honestly don't think Yoda ever gave a crap. And it also has to do with how their mind works too. And there will always be grammatical errors. There are people who, I'm not arguing that there's people who fluently speak other languages, but a lot of times most people who speak them you know, they speak them with their own. I would imagine that in Yoda language, whatever Yoda language is, their grammatical sentence structure is like he tries to speak basic language in, if that makes any sense. His brain works in that way where I put these, you know, prepositions and nouns before these certain verbs and vice versa. And so I would imagine that carries over to his concept of how basic is spoken as well. Which my other problem with Star Wars is, why the heck haven't they came up with a universal translator? Do they have a universal translator in Star Wars? I can't remember. But you'd think with all that technology, they'd come up with a freaking universal goddamn translator. That they just pop out there as the be-all and end-all of it, you know? Just like Star Trek did, you know? They're like, oh, they speak a different language, we'll run it through the universal translator, and that'll figure it out. Do they, oh, the bots. But if you can program it into a bot, here's my question. So if you can program it into a bot, a protocol droid, why can't you make it into a handheld device? You're telling me that technology that not only is the droid, that not only gives him semi-consciousness, that not only makes him run, you can fit all of that into a handheld device, even if it was a bulky 1990s cell phone, that you couldn't put that into that device that would allow you to translate what somebody is saying into your preferred language? I always had a problem with that, because I love that in Star Trek. And I always had a problem with that. Even in the OT, I was like, why do you need this droid to translate what you're saying? I mean, I love how they did language in Farscape. I thought language in Farscape was done very well. That people had, that basically at birth, everybody had translator microbes in them. And until Crichton actually had translator microbes injected into him, he didn't understand a damn word any of them were saying. I thought that was a very interesting way to do it. Well, we've searched up here. I'm debating. So what I'm thinking, boys and girls, I'm debating going into the prison or going. I think almost I want to go into the prison. I think I want to go into the prison first. Or going to the gold mine. I think I want to go to the prison. I got food, I got water. But then again, I've always looked at Star Wars and Star Trek in two different ways. Star Wars is what I would call high science fiction. Star Trek is more of low science fiction, and I'm not saying quality-wise, but I'm saying that Star Trek is more about the science and how things work, and Star Wars is less about that. I mean, it's just assumed spaceships work. You don't worry about the fuel as much. You don't worry about certain. Oh, can they not come in here anymore? There we go. Yeah, it's a fantasy with sci-fi elements. That's the thing. And Star Trek is way much more about how things work, how the transporters work, how, you know, dilithium is a thing. And Star Trek, it's like, oh, we have a fuel. You know, we don't really go into it much. I think they do more in some of the extended stuff, but they don't go into the details as much. And so it's comparing kind of apples to oranges as far as sci-fi goes, in my opinion. You find it funny how they make, how it forces their mouth to make English shapes to speak the language? which does leave it a little bit more open, but then again, it is it's science fantasy. Star Wars is more of a science fantasy than a science fiction. Oh crap! I tried to close the door! I tried to close the door, I accidentally shot my bow and I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, boys and girls. Dang stinky wolf. Probably damaged my clothing up a bit. Yes, he did. Look at that. Well, he didn't really damage my clothing much, really. Did he ruin my bedroll, though? Okay, he didn't ruin my bedroll, thank God. That would hamper our ability to do stuff a lot. Star Trek kind of didn't suit my taste. It focused on travel, policing the galaxy and stuff. Well, Star Trek was a very different show. Star Trek was a very different show with a different message and a different perspective on things, which was, you know, it came out, what? God, 15 years before Star Wars? So, I mean, it had a very different feel to it. And it was good for what it was. Anyway, you're going to do some streaming yourself? All right. Catch you soon, Carl Mortal. Again, boys and girls, please go over and give our good friend Carl Mortal a follow. Check him out sometime when he's streaming. Last streaming some Ark Survival Evolved. Go check him out, give him some love, and give him some follows and some views. And we'll see you later on, buddy. Have a good one. Star Wars equals wizards in space. Well, not all. Not all Star Wars. There is wizards in space, yes. They do have their wizards in space. I will grant you that. They do have their space wizards. Which honestly, you know, it's one of those things where they've broken a lot of stuff with Jedi. Because it's like, okay, what's all this super connection that Rey and when was it ever a thing that you could pass physical objects through the Force zone or something? Is it like a site, you know, when could you ever do that? I call BS. That whole seeing the other person thing, and I mean, that's just like, that would have been so handy in so many places. That would have been so handy in so many places before. Just think of Jedi in the past and the other movies could have been talking to each other and communicating with each other and passing objects to each other over time and space with their minds. Imagine if that was actually a thing. Because I don't, for me personally, I don't count the sequel trilogy as canon. It didn't exist. It is more Star Wars Legends than anything. But imagine if that was a thing. Imagine if you could actually do that. Oh, that's a fresh rabbit pelt. Crap. Yeah, the morality of Star Wars was very apparent. The morality of Star Wars was a big thing. And I like that about it. I like that it was a hopeful future. It wasn't this standard dystopian, oh god, the whole world's coming apart and it's bad and, you know, everybody's horrible to each other and it's not nihilistic, I guess. It's not nihilistic. And I think nihilism had its moment, and it was a really big bandwagon for a while to have everything be nihilistic. I mean, Game of Thrones was nihilistic. I'm kind of over the nihilistic stuff, though, to be honest. I guess it doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it for me anymore. You can have only so much nihilism before it just turns into, oh great, it's another, you know, you got Hunger Games, then you had that other dystopian future one that I never saw, and you know, it's like, okay, really? Really? You're gonna do this to me. Imagine having psychic exorcists finally able to have a stable job in the future. That's Star Wars, exactly. There's so many things, though. It's like, It's like if Mace Windu, if they, so say they have this psychic thing they can do in Star Wars. Why wouldn't Mace Windu been on the psychic network telling every Jedi out there that Palpatine was up to no good? I mean, the Divergent, yeah. The first thing that he should have done is got on, you know, once he found out about Palpatine, he should have got on the psychic network and gone, alert, all Jedis, Obi-Wan, all of you, Palpatine is Palpatine is actually Darth whatever his name is. Palpatine is real. Palpatine is here. Anakin has gone to the dark side. I'm gonna attempt to take him down. You know, and then everybody would have known. You know, everybody would have known about it. Everything would have been, you know. If that was actually a real thing. But of course it's not, because they made it up. They made it up because they wanted to have this relationship between Ben Solo and Rey, whatever her name is. We'll just call her Rey Plank, because that's all she was. She was a plank. Rey Plank and Ben Solo needed to have a relationship. For some reason. Because everybody was shipping Reylo. Everybody was shipping Reylo back then. Like, okay. You do you. You do you. We need another Princess Bride type movie? Oh, yeah. Oh, Princess Bride. Princess Bride is freaking awesome. I even have by my desk a hot toy of the Dread Pirate Roberts, baby. I even have a hot toy of the Dread Pirate Roberts. Right in his box, my friends. There he is right there. The Dread Pirate Roberts, baby. My best friend does not get the Princess Bride. She's like, I just do not understand what this movie's about. And I'm like, yeah, it's one of those that's kind of hard to explain. Either you like it, or you don't like it. There's not a lot in between. It's either a yay or a nay for you. Well, this storm was unexpected and annoying, and I guess I could go over to the prison in it, although my health is really low, which makes me kind of scared. So I think we'll just do a little bit of this. But anyway, off of that, we're gonna go around to the prison now. We're gonna get ourselves a little prison action. Whoa, that sounded very bad.
Me down.
We're gonna get a little prison action, boys and girls. And yes, the bot just reminded us, now is a great time for subbing to anybody's channel. It's 20% off if you sub for a month, 25 if you do a three-month sub, and 30% off if you do a 6-month in advance sub. So kind of cool. Kind of coolio. All right, let's drop the wood. I'll leave a little bit of meat here. 'Cause we got meat over at the other place too. That was the tiny piece. I just wanted to get it out of the way. All right, well, let's hope we don't freeze too much. No other weapon in inventory, what? Oh, because I have a sprained wrist right now. Like, why do I have no other weapon in inventory? Oh. That's what happens when you sprain your wristy boo. When you sprain your wristy boo, you don't get another weapon. I'll have to sleep that off at some point. Spawned here on my last run. Went to the mine to get the bedroll, made a snow shelter at the bottom of the rope. Not a good idea, I lived, but it was rough. Yeah. It can be rough, my friends. Can be rough doing that. Oh, I got a sprained wrist, so I can't climb. Ooh, the Millas! Thank you, Cassandra, for the 14-month resub. Thank you so much for that 14-month resub-aroo.
Xmiller89 just resubscribed for 14
Woo!
months. Hey love, hope you're well.
I'm
14
doing great.
months. Wow.
Oh, and by the way, I mentioned it the other day, but I'm going to mention it again. Thank you to all of you watching on YouTube or who have watched my YouTube videos. We just crossed a milestone on YouTube, which is kind of cool. We hit 1 million views on YouTube videos. So across my entire channel, 1 million views, which I thought was pretty dang snifty. That was pretty dang cool. So thank you all for watching who watch on YouTube, as well as those of you in chat who've watched on YouTube before. I appreciate it very much. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to get updates on future things that I put up there, as well as, you know, you can share it out if you want. If you know somebody who might like it, you can, you know, leave a comment. I read all my comments on YouTube, even the bad ones. I love them. Cats in Code. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. If you've not gone over and watched Cats in Coat, go give her a follow. Go watch her. Give her some love.
We just need to like.
Oh, you got the bear, juicy. The like, subscribe button, and the subscribe like button. Exactly. Hit them all.
I'm just gonna get his hide.
Nice.
Probably.
Nice.
Poof, poof, like literally right.
Power in the verse can stop
Woo! Way to go! That is awesome. So happy for you, Cats. Getting that bear down is so nice. Isn't that just such a great feeling? Everybody go over and give Cats a follow. Please do. Please, please, please. Meta. I'm just gonna call you quadruple meta. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that very much. I hope you're having a fabulous day and a wonderful rest of your afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you may be. And welcome to all Cats and Coats viewers. I am Atheenon. I stream a lot of Long Dark. I stream other fun survival games as well. We're actually going to be playing a bit of The Infected again tonight. I'm totally wanting to get my electrical stuff up and get that going on. But we're going to play some Infected later on this evening as well. Playing a lot of other survival games like Survival Fountain of Youth. I've played Subnautica and 7 Days to Die. And just a whole bunch of different survival-based games. I play other games too. I've been playing Farthest Frontier lately, which has been a lot of fun to play Farthest Frontier. It's a fun city-building, world-building game, which is pretty dang cool. And a few other games like that. I've played a few RPGs in the past. Nothing too fancy. I intend to play Witcher 3 here again soon someday. Alright, we're back in the yard. We're back in the yard. You will do what I say when I say. Back in the yard. Yeah, 1 million views on YouTube. Yeah, especially when my views on my videos on average are over 4 hours long. My videos are not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie. My videos are not for everybody. So, you know, and that's fine. Not everything has to be for everybody. There's a thing called knowing and targeting your audience. You know, you need to know who your audience is. You need to target that audience and make content for them. And yes, you always want to expand and expand your field of expertise. Give yourself a little bit of exposure to other genres, other people who might be interested in your channel. And so that's always a good thing to do, but you can never give up on the core, the core that built your channel in the first place. You always have to remember that and go with that. and make that, like, you know, the thing that you sort of center your channel around. For me, it's mostly survival games, be it Long Dark, Infected, Survival, Fountain of Youth, Subnautica, that sort of stuff. Those kind of first-person survival games. That's what I like. I like those personally, and that's kind of what I built my channel around. So, you've been watching your first Red Dead 2 playthrough. Oh god, that's such a fun game. I tried playing it again. I just couldn't get. Oh my god, that's a freaking bear. Oh, I didn't hit him, did I? Oh, I did hit him. As long as he doesn't come for me. Wow, I've never got this bear before either. Oh, he does. He just died. He just died. I have never got that bear before either, Cats and Coat. I've never seen him before. Ever. That is a brand new one to me, too. I think he's dead. I thought I heard him die. Oh no, he's still alive. Nope, he stopped being scared. So it looks like this bear, you want to hunt him from the entrance here. You want to hunt him from the entrance, because then he just like does his little... He does his little thing. Okay, I got a little bit of coal and stuff. I don't need that. This may have been a very bad idea. Yep, it was. Bad idea. Bad idea. I didn't have the fire going. I was thinking, I'm cold, and I can't afford to get colder. Hell, hey, Teacup! Teacup! Leave me alone, Teacup! Teacup! Yeah, I knew it too, Dean. The moment I set that fire down, I knew it. I instinctively knew it.
Gotta stop that blood loss. Need to find some place to escape this cold.
We sure do. What did you ruin? Didn't hit my bedroll. Knocked all my clothing down, though. Wow. Is teacup the safe word? Yes, teacup is the safe word. Teacup! Teacup!
Come on.
Think it ignores the fires? No, he stopped, but I didn't have the fire. You have to have the fire actually physically going for him to be afraid of it. It stopped him for a moment. He charged, but then he kind of went, and then I'm building it up here in this corner, too, which does not help at all. Oh, I need to fight the infection, too. I should have used the pills. Gosh dang it. Wow! Whoa. Okay, well, we'll do that.
Feeling so drained.
Yes, I am. Wow. He's still up and going. Die, you little bastard. There, now he's
Dark
dead.
out here.
Now
Time
the
to
little
look for
bugger's
shelter.
dead. Now he is truly dead. Okay.
Too heavy.
Get inside. We can always come out and harvest them tomorrow. Yeah, all these butt shots didn't do a damn thing to him, really. Oh, I am way too heavy. Oh, great. Nope, we gotta go back. We gotta go back, boys and girls. Yeah, time to pick up the pieces for sure. We could at least wait for you to start the fire. That would be way too kind. Way too kind, Meta. Yeah, that bear kicked the stuffing out of me there, boys and girls. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that bear kicked the stuffing out of me. Made my life very miserable. I've never got the bear back there ever. I have never seen the bear back there. I've heard of him. People have been like, "Oh yeah, there's a bear that spawns back in the back gated yard." And I was like, "Really?" I have never seen him. I have never seen that bear ever. Well, now we have. At least he didn't. Oh, the hot fixes made everything better. Everything's better, Millers. Silty, hello, hello. Yeah, the hot fix made a lot of stuff better. Yes. Drink that down. We'll pass time for an hour. We'll drink a birch bark tea down. Well, I'm doing pretty good, except getting my butt kicked by the damn stinky bear. I didn't mean to sleep. I was gonna pass time, but that's okay. I'm gonna cheat and drink all my herbal teas. As long as you're a little bit thirsty and your hunger's not full, you can drink a whole tea. So this is gonna give me massive amount of health recovery tonight. So I drank 5 teas, so that's 30% right there. Plus I got an herbal tea on me, so I have restore condition for 7.28 hours, 7 hours 28 minutes, and I got improved rest for 5 more hours. So yeah, we're gonna sleep it off and hopefully get back most of our health. What did the bear do to be in jail? He tried to murder me is what he did. Hey, look at that, we're at full health. Yay us! I'm just gonna gather some wood up here real quick. Oh, great. Sounds like a storm's gonna start out there. No! No! No, 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 no. No, no. It's the bare minimum. Yeah, the bare minimum. I'm gonna leave a little water here too. Actually, let's chop down this other table here. Alright. Now let's take a drink of water. Attempted murder, sentence, wandering around Blackrock prison for eternity. Pretty much, yeah. There we go. We got a little bit of water stored up here now. Ooh, it's a sunshiny day. We could probably get a Maglin's fire started here. Although I do need to go back. Actually, I'm going to go back. I'm going to come back around. Because I do need to go get my, Oh, is that a shelf I could break down? Oh, yeah, that's a shelf I can break down. It's got stump remover on it.
I need to drop something.
Dropping the attitude might be good, my friend. We're gonna delay the bear one more day. The corpses aren't decaying as quickly as they used to, which is super, super nice. Because they were decaying very, very quickly. And they aren't decaying as quickly now, which is great. But,
all I could think.
That was weird. It's an aurora wolf. Look at him. Look at him. He's an aurora wolf. What in the heck is going on? That was so weird and random. That was so weird. He was like in aurora form or something. He was like, "Look, I am the aurora. I am the aurora. Fear me." I can imagine what happened there. What do you think happened there, Ephedrine? Because that was very strange. He was like hulked out in Hulk form, yet he was running around. Maybe there was an Aurora at night and the Aurora Wolf spammed in when daylight broke. The game didn't clear any cached assets and it was still there because you hadn't left the area. That's possible. I'll buy that for $1. Alright, let's get a drink of water. Yep. Yeah, well, that's what happened is, like, when he died, he turned back into Bruce Banner when he died. He was the Hulk Wolf there for a little bit, but then he Bruce Bannered back to us, so. I don't know what to tell you. So what kind of shapes my bear coat's in? No, they're not bad. Those are the main things that took damage. I just gotta repair those up. Which means I need to go take some deer down, which deer is not very plentiful in this zone. That was the worst possible thing that could happen to me. At least he didn't ruin any of my clothing, so. At least he didn't ruin my clothing, so. Yeah, the bear sent him. The bear was like, "Go, avenge me. Avenge me, Wolf of the Green. Wolf of the Green, you must avenge my death." at the brutal hands of the Atheenon. He was very mean to me, and you must avenge me. Now, it looks like it could be a Magellan's fire, although the sun is setting, so that's going to kind of suck. Hey, look at that. We do have a Magellan's fire. Nice! Save another match. Save a match for me. All right, let's get this fire started, get some wood on it, get that bear harvested up, get him all squared away.
That did it.
Nice. I always quarter him with my hacksaw now. Now that we can quarter with the hacksaw, it's like, why not?
Far behind. I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Hacksaws are easier to repair down the road than your knives and hatchets, so. Did they add Blackrock to the cartography tracker thing in the journal? You know, I haven't checked. I have not checked. Blackrock. No, that's that. Where's the cartography thing? Surveyed locations. Nope, they have not. Nope, 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 nope.
All this gear is slowing me down.
They have not added it to that. Not yet. Maybe what happens is that this bear shares a spawn point with the wolf that's back here. Because you notice the wolf is not up. And usually there's a wolf back here who's a pain in the butt. But now that, oh, you're thinking for faithful cartographer? Oh. Maybe they swapped it out. Maybe they like swap each, like, you may get the bear spawn, but the wolf spawn's more common, would be my guess. And maybe sometimes it resets. May I ask why you use the hacksaw to quarter the bear? Well, I do that because the hacksaw, to repair it, it only takes a piece of metal
Too much stuff
and
to carry.
a tool kit, both of which are easily readily available. If you use your knife or hatchet, then you have to repair your knife and hatchet, and so it doesn't wear on your knife and hatchet at all. It just wears down the hacksaw, which is a pretty easily repairable item compared to the others. Now, the knife, of course, is the better thing to harvest with, unless you just aren't worried about time at all.
I might have to drop some gear.
And now my fire got blown out. Which figures?
The power universe can stop me.
So, yeah, that's a thing. Well, bugger. So yeah, that's why I use it in that fashion.
Better take this food.
There's nowhere really to go down here, though. Oh, thank you, Crystal Quartz. A viewer of mine, Lynette, made the hat for me. Lynette at Gate
This
City
pack is
Yards.
getting too heavy to carry.
She made it for me, so it's very awesome. Yeah, the between the buildings would still work, but I'm getting tired, so I'm just gonna take a bag back with me to the hut, and we'll harvest it up there and have a little bear meat over there too. Our one-day journey turned into multi-day journey, but at least we got the bear harvested. So we got the. Oh, I didn't take the hide and guts. I should probably go back and get those at some point. Get those curing. I should have grabbed those. I forgot about them completely.
Can't feel my feet.
Whoopsie. But yeah, one of my viewers made it for me. It's got this on the front. It's got a bear on the back. The bear on the back looks very similar to that bear there on the back. Oh, totally talented. She also knitted me some. She knitted me some wool socks. She's also done a couple. Yeah, I was gonna say she's done a couple things for other people who are in chat, like CX Miller. You got Sakis from Lynette as well. She is a very witty knitter.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Thinking there was a way to purchase the toque? Unfortunately, no. You'd have to connect with Lynette at Gate City Yarns, and she could probably work out some sort of commission with you or something. But it is handmade and it's all her stuff, so I don't have any good word for you on that. I wish I did, but I don't. If only we had her in game, I wouldn't freeze so much. Is it an authentic +2? It is as authentic +2 as you can get, yes. I have no idea. None whatsoever. But thank you again, Crystal Quartz, for the follow there. I appreciate that. Very, very, very kind of you to do. Yeah, we gotta go get those bags. They're already at 47%. Hey! You aren't allowed to shut in back of me, you damn door.
Another night.
Jeez Louise, man, how rude. I'm at 43 right now. Good lord, it's dark in here. There's lockers over here, right? Okay. Gonna throw some excess stuff in the lockers just to... Actually, you know what? Cancel that. Until it gets light out, I'm going to repair my clothing. Let's repair up that. So we'll get it back to 57. So we'll get it back. So 24, we'll get it back to 70. 70 some percent. What do I get if I harvest it? I get 1 rabbit pelt. How many rabbit pelts do I have? I got 2 right now. I'll only get 34% back on that. Yeah, that sucks. That kind of sucks. Although I do have 2 rabbit pelts curing. At least we get a bunch back on that. We'll repair that first. I've been watching you and finally got the wife in here too. Oh, Crystal Quartz is your wife. Oh, hi, wifey. All right. Well, now it's all coming together, Dreadnought boy. Now it's all coming together. Well, I appreciate you bringing the wifey by. Oh God, this is tough. This is tough. I really need to. I really need to go harvest that meat. So we're gonna go harvest. Let's see. Where's the thing here? I'm gonna climb up this real quick. We got 2 more rabbit hides curing. So I could go grab those and possibly remake all of my stuff. It's a note. Yeah, there's usually never anything up here. You finally played Detroit? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Detroit Become Human. I love it. I've watched some people who don't like it, but I really enjoy that game. It's very entertaining. It's a lot of fun to play. It is sort of like a choose your own adventure movie that you get to play, and that's the thing is I loved choose your own adventure books when I was younger. I actually have a full set of the choose your own adventure books. Still. Which gives you greater cold buff when repaired? Rabbit gloves or rabbit hat? Ooh, that's a toughie. I think it's the rabbit gloves that do. You owe a few long dark lives to me. What does that mean? So the rabbit hat... The rabbit hat is 2 degrees.
Kind of heavy.
The rabbit gloves are 2 degrees, but I have another hat. I don't have any other gloves. So if I take my gloves off, I'll lose them, and then I will freeze, and I'll probably get frostbitten on my hands. So I gotta figure out how many hides. I think it's 5 total hides. So it's 2 hides for that, and 3 hides for that. Where I have 2 hides right now, if I destroy both of them, I'll get 2 hides back. Plus I have 2 hides curing, which means I could theoretically recraft them 100% and be fine. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think once we get back over there and those hides are cured, I'm gonna just recraft both of them, because I'll get more out of it that way than if I try to repair them at this point. Yeah, it'll take 2 hides per item to repair, up to 100%. And so at this point, it's cheaper to actually tear them down, get the hides, and just remake them. I'll have to have guts to do it, but I think the hats take... The hat takes what? That's 2 guts and 1 gut. So yeah, and I have 3 guts on me, so that's a no-brainer. And then I'll grab this bear hide and its guts.
I can always use more food.
So yeah, we might as well do that. It'll take us a little more time. It slows us down, but then again, bear attacks should slow you down in this game, boys and girls. You shouldn't be able to just walk away from a bear attack and go, wow, that had no consequences. Because yeah, that had consequences. That was my own hubris and stupidity, though. I should have, if I was going to build a fire, I should have built it back here by the gate. I knew the bear was tracking me. I knew he was coming for me. The fire did not light fast enough. I had no accelerant to get it lit faster. So I suffered because of that. And that's my fault. As I always say, everything that happens to you in this game, one way or the other, is probably your fault. There's very few things that happen in this game that are bad to you that aren't in some way directly or indirectly to that can be related to an action you either took, did not take, or did wrong. And for me, that was my wrong action, going out there and trying to light a damn fire. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been like, nope, I'm going to stay here in the safe area where I know it's safe, and snipe him from here, just wait for him to die, light a fire, wait for him to die. Instead, I got worried about wind, and so I was like, well, I'll make it around this corner here where it's kind of protected. Also forgetting that if the animal can't see the fire, although he saw the fire obviously when he first charged, but he probably moved around a little bit, the fire got out of his line of sight, and by the time the fire got back into his line of sight, he was already on the charge. And once he actually is in that attack mode like that, there is no stopping him. The fire will not stop him. Once you get within his auto attack radius, because he has an aggro radius, that's when he charges. There's also what I like to call the auto attack radius. Once an animal is within the auto attack radius, there is nothing that will make them stop charging you, except for a flare gun to the face. The flare gun is the ultimate in stopping a charging animal. The flare gun to the face will stop any animal charging you.
Too heavy.
As long as you hit them in the face, it can sometimes kill them as well. Oh, I might as well put down the guts and the hides now that I'm talking about that. So, there's nothing otherwise that'll stop them, though. Oh, I have 3 guts exactly. If only the code was open source so we could actually check for that stuff. Well, you know, it's not open source because they're very protective of their thing. They don't do open source code, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But yes, their code is not open source, as far as I know. But that's why modding the game probably takes a lot of effort too. That's why it's probably a lot harder to mod this game than most of them. Plus, they're still technically developing the game. They're still technically adding and refining things in the game, so I get it. I think that's one of the reasons they wanted to separate story and survival mode, is that they could at some point make the survival mode code more available to people, so that people could actually go and look at it, modify the game and stuff, and then the story mode would stay intact with no modifications that could be made to it. Although probably people will find ways around that, and you know, computer people are really good.
I can barely walk with this much
I'm not
gear.
one of them, but they're really good.
They're really, really good.
Time for a few dried pears. I'm gonna get some more of these when I go out and see my mom, because I am almost out of dried pears, and that is tragic and sad, and should honestly be almost a crime against nature. Well, honestly, almost should. It's a Unity game, which means the basic principles of Unity modding apply, which is why Melon Loader works. But I understand why they don't open source it. Well, yeah. I understand it more from a standpoint that, how to put this, that this is Raphael's baby. And he doesn't want anybody messing with it. So I get that. You don't want people messing with your baby. And this is his baby. Isn't this the worst region in the game? I don't like it a lot, but I decided to come here anyway.
I need to drop something.
The attitude, my friend. That's what you need to drop. All right, we got all the bear meat cooked, or all the bear meat harvested up, so that's good. We got one little hunk of meat to eat there. Let's go get our stuff out of the locker. Oh, is that all we put in the locker? Is that all I put in there was my pots? Well, that was silly of me. Well, that's a weird locker. Hard to search. We're at 41 kilos right now. Let's grab our wood. Grab the hide and the guts, because I want those closer.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Do I have any small pieces on me? That one can go. That one can go. God, out of all those, I grabbed 3 small pieces. Another small piece. Alright, there we go. Woo! I can imagine Ath being a slave master 2,000 years ago and saying, it's the attitude you need to... Hey! No, that's just me talking to my kids, black man. That's me talking to my kids going, it's the attitude you need to drop. Nah, my kids really never had any attitude. They were great. I got very lucky. My kids were pretty dang good. My kids put up with a lot of crap from me. I was not the easiest father. And they still turned out pretty dang good. Let's go check on our hide here, on our 2 hides we have. We just let stuff cure here in the boiler room. 73. They're both at 73%. What's their percentage? 13? Ooh, God. I don't know if they're gonna get done. I don't know if those are gonna get done. I think I didn't drop them fast enough. They might get done, but it's gonna be close. It's going to be close. Alright, let's start a fire up here. I don't know if I get a Maglin's fire out here or not, but I'll try. Nope. Let's just use our fire striker again. I'm at the maintenance shed, cutting up scrap for my first interloper run. I'm on day 14. I'm having trouble getting guts when wolves are around, mauling the rabbits, and all the deer are frozen. I'm doing okay with food and water right now. All I need is guts at this point. Any tips? Oh, God. So you're at the maintenance yard. And what zone? God, I can't. My brain is just. I'm having a brain aneurysm right now or something. Yeah. So you're in the maintenance yard of. Oh, you're in the maintenance yard of Broken Railroad. Oh, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of get out of Broken Railroad first. Or if you want to stay in Broken Railroad, here's an idea. If you go out to the, if you go across the bridge and up the hill to get up to the hunting lodge, before you get on the path to the hunting lodge, there'll be a path off to the right. There's a deer corpse down there. There's like 2 to 3 rabbits down there. You could kill them and get their guts if you need them. There's guts in zone that you can get if you need them. Yeah, they're around the cave there. They're around that cave. There's also rabbits, trying to think where there's other rabbits at. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the gloves apart. So yes, around that cave there should be a deer corpse and a couple of rabbits. Oh, I actually have more hats. I'll wear that hat now. Nice. Okay. So I don't need so I don't need to repair this hat right away. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. 'Cause I'm gonna get rid of it anyway. I have two wool toques, so I might as well wear those. Lowers my temperatures a little bit, but that's okay. So yes, that's in my opinion, that's your best bet if you're wanting to stay in that zone. Honestly, though, I would try to beat feet out of there as long as you can. Get out of there as quick as you possibly can. Because that zone is a hellhole and a trap. I'm gonna make the mitts. I need the mitts. It only takes 5 hours to craft them, so that's nice. Oh, I was gonna go. Do I need to make water? Oh, I guess not. I don't want to be there longer than I have to, but it was closer coming from Milton. Yeah, I got hosed at both locations for loot. All I got out of it was really an extra stim, which was kind of worth it. Yeah, now there's actually technically 3 stims in that zone. Did you get the stim at the maintenance yard under the barrel, under the box? Is that the one that you got so far? Was the stim under the box in the maintenance yard? Because there's 2 more stims possible in that zone. One will be guaranteed up in the hunting lodge. You'll get a stim up there for sure. And the other stim, oh, you got the one at the lodge, okay. And then the other stim's at the bottom of the ravine, which you'd have to climb down for. There are a bunch of deer corpses and stuff at the bottom of the ravine as well, just so you know. Just so you know, there are corpses down at the bottom. And I think there might... I'm trying to remember if there's any rabbits. I know there's like 2 deer corpses down there, though. You know, Meta, I tend to organize stuff a little bit. I don't know why. I tend to organize my stuff a little bit. Oh, I have to craft for 2 hours. So yeah, there's another stim there possible as well. Now, the stim in the maintenance yard is just a possibility. It's not guaranteed to be in there. So I can't guarantee you'll find a stim in there, but I can guarantee you'll get the one at the hunting lodge, which sounds like you already got, and you'll get one down at the bottom of the ravine if you try to get down there. So those are very, very good options for you. If you're in Broken Railroad already, you might as well, right? I'm gonna leave that off for the moment. We got 2 hours 55 minutes left. Let's get our rabbit skin gloves done.
Something's making me feel tired.
Well, it's probably because you're tired. You big baby. Big frickin' baby. And then if you go into so were you coming from Milton? Or were you going from Milton? Were you coming from Milton, or where were you coming from to get to Broken Railroad? The thing I hate about Broken Railroad is just getting the frick out of there after you get done. Getting out of Broken Railroad is just a huge pain in the ass. So were you coming out of Milton to get to Broken Railroad, or did you get to Broken Railroad from like Forlorn Muskeg? Have you already been to Milton already then? I was just wondering, Baron. I know you got an ad, so I was just wondering if you were coming out of Milton, or if you started in Milton, or if you started in Milton, we're coming down there. Because if you haven't got it yet, there's a stim in Forlorn Muskeg up on Marsh Ridge as well. So I wound up going into Milton because I was looking for coal, and I peeked around to pick cattails up, and one thing led to another. I wound up looting Milton. Perfect. And then I take it you came down through the Milton Basin then, so you probably already got the stim there at Marsh Ridge. I would assume you got the stim at Marsh Ridge already too then.
Too much stuff to carry.
Look at those juicy 100% things. Started in Desolation Point. Oh, wow. Wow. So you've traveled in your first 14 days. Holy crap. So you've got Desolation Point. You went through Coastal Highway, Crumbling Highway. I don't know if you went through Pleasant Valley or went up through the ravine, but you got all that done. You've had quite the run so far. Then you went to Milton from Mystery Lake, and then you went down into Forlorn and across to the, you went through the ravine? Nice. I take it you got your bedroll already. Ooh, I don't know if those rabbit pelts are gonna make it. I honestly don't know if those rabbit pelts are gonna make it. I like BR as a hidey hole. It's not a bad little hidey hole. It's just not a zone I like to hang out. I mean, I don't mind hanging out in Broken Railroad, to be honest. I just don't like getting back out of Broken Railroad. Getting back out of Broken Railroad, I have a destination in mind, and I head straight to that. I ignore everything else going out, killing anything in my path, just to get the hell out of there. Shepard, how you doing today, by the way? I hope you're having a fantastic one, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm just curious about these hides, if they're actually going to cure.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
They're 99% and 2%. Oh god. They are like right there. They're almost there, boys and girls. I hope that they don't rot before they cure. That's what I'm hoping. Cured! Cured! Yes! What are they at? I'm just dead curious now. 2%! Woo! Woo! We did it. 2%.
Too heavy.
Thank freaking God. 'Cause that's my rabbit hat right there. Rabbit skin hat. No, I need 3 hides for the rabbit skin. Oh, I don't have 3 hides. Son of a biscuit. I don't have 3 hides. I need to go rabbit hunting. Now we just gotta get more rabbit hides. That's it. Just gotta get more rabbit hides. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Having a swell one. Deadliest game in the... Deadliest animal in the game. Wolves. Wolves, because they can outright kill you. I have never been on a first hit outright killed by a bear, ever. To have that happen, you would probably have to be at such low condition. Yeah, I actually destroyed it already, old fart. I actually destroyed that one already. I was like, yeah, I don't want it. I'm done. I'm good without it. Having a swell one, take a break from Fountain Youth to feed myself, get ready to set sail. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna play Fountain of Youth exclusively tomorrow because I have a shorter stream tomorrow than usual, so I'm gonna start and end with Fountain of Youth tomorrow. So Fountain of Youth will be returning tomorrow, boys and girls. We're getting ready to sail on ours as well. We haven't even explored the whole island of Hope yet, but we're gonna set sail and like do some stuff and things probably. So. Yeah, I just outright destroyed it just to get the hides, so I could make the gloves. And now I have the 2 pelts. That's okay though. The pelts will never go bad in there, so I'm not worried about that. I got a bearskin now to repair my bearskin stuff. I need deer skins though. I need more rabbit skins. What was the one game you were playing a while back with buildings coming out of the water and you could climb all over the place? Oh, that was Submerged. And Submerged 2. Submerged Hidden Depths. They sent me a cool little gift pack thingy of stuff for their game. But yeah, Submerged Hidden Depths. That's the one right there. It's actually the second in a series of games. There was Submerged, and then there's Submerged Hidden Depths, which is the follow-up game to Submerged. It's a fun little game. I'll warn you ahead of time, Baron, that Submerged is a very short game. It does have collectibles in it, but it's not hard to get them all. You can get about 5 to 8 hours of good playtime out of the first one, and about the same out of the second one. So if you're looking for like a game that's gonna, entertain you for hours and hours and hours and hours, it's probably not the one for you. But if you're looking for a fun game that has no combat and stuff, Ephedrine, good night. Good night. Have a good one. Have a good one. But if you're looking for a game that's just fun to play, and you can dig around in and do stuff in, it's a fun little game. Oh, Epic has Submerged in Depth for free right now. Wow. Well, go pick it up, boys and girls. It's a fun little game. I thought there was rabbits out here somewhere. Probably run into wolves too, but I thought there was rabbits out here. Unless the Wolfie boys have eaten them all. Yeah, exactly. Go score Submerged Hidden Depths, boys and girls. I highly recommend it. The company was kind enough to actually give me a key to the game, so I got it for free. But I'm not shilling for it just because they gave me a free key. I actually really liked the first Submerged game, and they saw how much I enjoyed it. They were like, "Hey, we'd love you to stream it a couple days before it comes out," and I was like, "That'd be awesome. I'll do it. I will promote it for you because I really liked the first one. The second one, in my opinion, the second one is It has some interesting things in it. It's not... I like the vibe of the first one better, but, you know, it's always like that with sequels. You always judge it against the first one.
Any of this gear.
The second one definitely makes a lot more sense if you've played the first one, because it's a continuation of the story. So it definitely makes a lot more sense chronologically. So I definitely would play it if I were you. I definitely pick up the first one. I think the first one, I think the first one's under $10, so. Actually, no, it's $19.99. It goes on sale pretty regularly, though. Goes on sale pretty regularly. So it's $20. But yes, Submerged Hidden Depths is like $30 on Steam right now. And it's free on Epic, so go pick it up on Epic. And pick up Tomb Raider while you're there. I like Tomb Raider. Yeah, I never go check out Epic Games. I need to just stop by there every once in a while. See, there's that wolf now. And there that wolf is no more. Bye-bye, Wolfie. Bye-bye, Wolfie. Bye-bye, Wolfie. I'm really glad you're dead. Alright, we gotta drop some wood here. We're coming back down this way, so I'm gonna drop all that. I'm gonna drop my coals. I should have thought this out a little bit better. Fond memories of playing Tomb Raider on PS1. I think I played Tomb Raider on... It may have been PlayStation 1 or maybe Xbox. I played Tomb Raider on some platform. On some way. I'm glad I brought my lantern, because I sort of need that. Good thing we have a big old thing of lantern oil at in the base. So this is the prison. This is where all the bad people went to. Cup of coffee there. I like it, like it. You saw that coffee, or you see a can of coffee somewhere? Are you talking about that coffee? You saw that coffee? I saw that coffee too. Made me hope I could find a can of coffee. That would be really nice. Stupid question. What is Subnautica? I've seen you play bits of it, but is it story-based with missions and side missions? Yes. It is a story-based... The basic story of it is that you are crash-landed on this planet. You're on a luxury liner, I guess you could say. And the Altrea crashes on this planet. You don't know why. You're in a life pod, and you have to survive, build a base, find out what's going on the planet, do little side missions, you go find blueprints, and all sorts of good stuff. It's a great game. Subnautica is amazing, but it's all underwater. So I'll warn anybody who might have a phobia or fear of water and being underwater, it is probably not a game for you. It's a beautiful game, especially, and honestly, it's aged really well because they didn't try to do it like in a realistic look or anything. They went for more a stylistic look like The Long Dark does. And so it's aged pretty well as well. Now, the game does have bugs. I'll warn you right now, most of the times when you die in that game, it's going to be to a bug. It's not going to be to anything you've ever done. It's going to be because something bugs out in the game and pushes you through the floor of the game. There's known bugs in the game that you have to be very cautious of. because they can end your run very easily. But overall, I give that game a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's one of my favorite games. I play it once a year in January, and it's one of my favorite survival style games. I see Subnautica putting me to sleep as survival crafting base building. I don't know about that, but I really like Subnautica myself. That's just my personal, my personal feeling on it. Everybody has their own feelings on stuff, and neither is it right or wrong. What works for me doesn't work for everybody, and works for other people doesn't work for me sometimes. So, hey, there's a page. That's a daily planner. Thank God I've got Timberwolf coming up, even a big storm. Oh, I pretty much only play on hardcore. Yeah, the game glitches are the deadliest. That's the frustrating thing about Subnautica, is if you play it on hardcore mode, there is no respawn. And if you get a glitch that kills you, there's no way to get your game back, because it wipes your files. It wipes your file, and there's no way to get your game back. So that's the downside to playing the hardcore mode in Subnautica. And they'll never fix those things either way. Also, now the one nice thing about Subnautica is there is a lot of mods for Subnautica. You can do. There's a lot of things they've modded. They've added extra food in. I was actually going to talk to Endgame Blues, because they have a whole. There's like a whole mod kit that you can get that gives you more food items, more crafting items, all sorts of different stuff that you can do in the game. So I was going to actually talk to him and see what he thought about that. Because I saw him playing with that once, and it seemed like he was having a good time, so. Thank you, UC, for posture check. The prison's pretty straightforward. There's a few little doors you can go into. There's not a whole lot you can do. It's like you can go down this way, but it's all blocked. It's sort of, the prison kind of funnels you in a way which, I'm okay with. That's fine. Still gives you a little sense of exploration. I wish it had more rooms that were open and available to it than it does, but, what can you do? There's a secret trash can to loot at the beginning of the maze. Ooh. Sort of like the secret cupboard in the Crossroads community center. Now, see, honestly, if they were gonna add a pistol to the game, it should be on one of these guys here. It should be on him, or it should be on one of the corpses in here. If they were gonna add a pistol to Interloper, that would be the place that they should do it. That would make me go, okay, that's cool. I'll go to the prison, but all we get is the stupid ballistic vest. That weighs 6 freaking kilos. That's way too heavy. Sure, it gives me 87% protection. 90% protection with that. But at the same time, it gives me 5% sprint. It does give me 87% protection. And we actually found a bedroll in here, so that's cool. Backup bedroll, baby. Keep all your bedrolls. I know people are like, oh, break it down. It's no big deal. No, keep your bedrolls. Stockpile them in different places around the map. Right now I have one in Pleasant Valley, one in Coastal Highway, and now I have one here as well. Keep them, because you know what's the worst thing to ever happen? Have an animal wreck your bedroll, and all of them can do it. A moose can wreck your bedroll, a bear can wreck your bedroll, a wolf can wreck your bedroll. and it always comes at the worst possible time and the worst possible situation, and it sucks every single time. Every single time it happens, it is the absolute suck. So now we're armored, well fed. We've got a sprained wrist though because we got a lot of weight on us. How's Eggy Jr.? Haven't played Eggy in a while. Haven't done Eggy Jr. in a while, Dean. Or Millers. But yes, Dean. Always have that backup ready. Always have the backup ready to go. Oh yeah, extra bedrolls, extra stuff everywhere. You always want the extras. Fofer, how you doing today? How's it going, my friend? Alright, so that's the prison. There's stuff in here you can break down if you want to. You can break these benches down and get cloth and wood. There's lots of different things you can do in here. Did I open these lockers up? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, that's not a way out. Oh yeah, we came through the tunnel here, right? Through the little vent. It's like, how do I get the heck out of here? Doing great. Haven't played the game in a while, for so long the prison looks new to me. You know, Fofer, I usually don't come to Blackrock. I'm not a big fan of Blackrock. Mainly because of the Timberwolves. I don't mind the zone itself. It's just Timberwolves have always been a bugaboo of mine. I've never liked them. I never thought they were a good addition to the game. They've always bothered me. But you know, it's fun to come here on late games and mess around a little bit and do stuff and things. I always want the lantern to fire as a fire lighting tool. Oh yeah, you should totally be able to have it as a fire lighting tool. I never understood why it couldn't be a fire lighting tool. It makes total sense. It's an open flame. I could take a long taper and put it into the. I mean, it has to have ventilation, and so I could put a taper into one of the ventilation holes, light that on fire, pull it out, and light a fire with it. And I don't see why not. And I don't know why. I think I'm gonna have to drop some weight because you have to be underweight to go down this thing. Can I just drop? Oh, I can drop. There we go. Perfect!
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Perfect. That's 2 thumbs up for me for that. Well, it's been an exciting day, boys and girls. We killed a moose, got wrecked by a bear, killed the bear, got a moose hide and a bear hide curing. We lost our gloves and our hat to the bear, but we remade the gloves. Now we just need to go find some rabbits, and then we need one more hide, and we need to get some guts. We got guts curing, but then we can remake our rabbity skin hat. But luckily we had 2 wool toques on us because I always have wool toques on me, so that's all good. I'm actually gonna try wearing the ballistic vest for a while. I'm gonna give it a go. I'll swap it out for the crampons when I want to climb something, but I'm gonna give the ballistic vest a go. We'll see if it helps me out at all, in anything. I don't think it will, but you never know. It could. It could. And by the way, boys and girls, great time to sub to any channel, including mine. I'm not just saying mine, but it's a great time to sub. It is September. 20% off a 1-month sub, 25% off if you pay 3 months in advance, and 30% off a 6-month sub. And we aren't talking about the subs you can eat. These are the subs that you can actually like sub to somebody's channel with. So, Great time to sub if you've been wanting to sub to somebody's channel before. Great time to do it. What does a sub do? If you're sub to somebody's channel, you, number one, you support the content creator by subbing to their channel. And number two, you get a whole bunch of emotes. Number three, if you're sub to channels, you're immune from advertisements that play in that specific channel. There won't be ads that ever pop up when you're subbed up like that to a channel. So basically, that's Twitch's way of saying sub up or you're gonna get ads, you know, that sort of thing. Just like what YouTube's trying to do now with their little membership thing, where you don't get ads if you sign up for a YouTube membership. And then also you get full access to all of that channel's wonderful, lovely emotes, of which those are some. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster today, Meta. It's been lots of highs and some big lows too.
So cold.
Yeah, it's like a sub on YouTube, but you pay for it. Yes, you have to pay for the sub, or another option as well is if you have if you have Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account through that link that I just put up there. If you become an Amazon Prime member, or a Twitch Prime member, I should say, you then have access to a free sub, one free sub per month to whatever channel you want to put it towards. So you can do that as well. So that's another way to subscribe to a channel and support them. So. Alright, we're freezing cold, but I gotta figure this stuff out real quick. Oh, we got these medicines, which I never use. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, Twitch is a very weird landscape to navigate, trust me. I've been on Twitch for 7 years now. Well, this will be my 7th year this year. And I'm still not that good. I'm still, like, learning lots of stuff. Oh, I do need to refill my lantern.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And then I should be able to drop into bedroll.
It's starting to weigh me down.
There we go. I find e-wallets useful than credits. So I can buy bits. I can buy bits now. Oh, cool. Credit cards. Useful, more useful than credit cards. 7 years, yeah. 16th of this month, I'll be on this platform for 7 years. Isn't that crazy? Like, where's the time gone? Where is the time gone, my friends? Because all we are is dust in the wind, dude. That's all we are. It's dust in the wind. Well, at least we have a bunch of stuff we can make gunpowder with once we get that place open. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think we got everything we need to do there, okay? September 16th, your birthday? That's my daughter's birthday as well. My daughter's birthday is on September 16th as well. Time of day is it? Oh, it's really late at night. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. So, yep. Then my best friend's birthday is right after that on the 20th. So, September is a very birthday-y month for me. Got my daughter, my best friend. They both have their birthdays right around the same exact time. So, All right. Let's get some sleep. And then I actually have something I need to do this evening that came up that I was not expecting. So I'm probably I think I'm gonna be signing off here. But let's get a good save point before we do that. But again, thank you everybody for all the support on YouTube. 1 million views is crazy. I never ever thought I'd get 1 million views. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Never thought my channel would get that many views. Let's go see who's on right now. Jarl's got a little Red Daddy going. Got some Conan Exiles. Got that going on. Let's see who else. Let's see who else is playing Long Dark right now. Let's go give some Long Dark love to somebody. Let's give some Long Dark love to somebody, my friends. All right, I'm gonna go back inside and get a save point. Well, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna play Survival Fountain of Youth tomorrow. That's gonna be what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. But hang around and let's give somebody a beautiful, awesome raid. Let's see who's on. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, she looks lovely. I'm seeing if there's anybody on I recognized. Alright. I think we're gonna go give this lovely, lovely person we're gonna give this lovely person a raid. Maple Cat Art. I don't know if they play it often or not. They're doing day 24 on Interloper. So let's get in on the raid, boys and girls. Let's give her a huge raid. Give her some love when we get in channel. I will see you over there, and then